I feel like an excited infant. We've clicked the button. I think we're on. Hello, everybody. Hi, welcome back. Hey.
Seems like you just saw us, huh?
Shh, everybody quiet down for a second. We're in the parking lot. The renovations at the Fairmont Crest Country Club are over. We've gathered together here in Orphe Jeans. We're going to locate into the cars. We're going to sneak into the gates beyond them. We're going to sneak beyond those gates. We're going to sneak them. All right? The password this week is, well, it's the B word. I got to say.
Yeah.
It's the B word because, I mean, that's not one thing that my mama loved this week. Here's the thing. Here's the thing that I know about my mama when she watches soaps. She likes it when there's fighting, arguing, violence. She doesn't really like it when they get along.
I find that I find that fighting and fussing to be quite entertaining, especially if someone gets smacked a good one across the head. I thought Eva might smack the crap out of her baby sister or her twin or whoever.
Her twin brother, baby sister.
Yeah, baby sister.
Her twin baby brother, sister.
I don't know. I thought Eva was gonna slap the taste out of Kat's mouth, but no, she just said, "You're a bitch."
Oh. Well, I don't want to get too deep into Beyond the Gates, even though we had the secret code this time because they were on this week. Because there's some big news to talk about. Because there was a big announcements this week, Mother.
Were there?
Yes, we have Emmy nominations.
Yes.
And hell of them are Days of Our Lives people.
Yes. You know what? Yeah, we spoke about it a little bit earlier off the air, but Days of Our Lives usually doesn't have a huge abundance of nominations.
No, but they do this time.
They do this time.
They do this time. And we briefly touched upon it during the 11 o'clock hour talking about General Hospital, but because there wasn't that many GH nominations in comparison to this other show that we covered, there wasn't a whole lot to talk about, honestly, except for the categories we thought that GH earned, which wasn't all of them.
No.
So we're going to get into it here in a second. We're going to go over those nominees, especially if you missed it the first time. Settle on in this time round. We're going to get into it one more time. And it's not just us, Mama. It's not just Mama Cat and Matt. No, we got Chandra's with us again. Hello, Chandra.
Good
Michelle,
morning
Keita,
again.
Heshi. Hello, Heshi. I don't remember
It's not morning
seeing...
anymore.
Yeah, it's the afternoon now. And Heshi. Hello, Heshi. This is the first time I can recall seeing your name. So welcome to the chat, Heshi. Hello.
Welcome.
Hi. So, Days of Our Lives nominated this year for Best Daytime Show. And I don't know if they're going to catch it this time. So we got to be clear. This is 2024 year. So, January 1st to December 31st, 2024. That is the year that they're covering for this award ceremony.
Exactly.
Even though the ceremony is coming kind of late in 2025, it's for stuff a long time ago. Here's the thing. Days of Our Lives is used to it.
It's going to be in October, right, Matt?
I think so.
Be in October?
I think it's October.
Man, oh man, the daytime Emmys, Day of Days is typically in October. It has been for the last 2 years that we went.
Yes.
We went.
Yes.
And, man, I wonder if they're going to be, like, real close together.
It's back to back.
Would be great if I could come to L.A. and do both of them.
Days and the Emmys. Well, we'll definitely put our hey, Jeannie's here too. We're going to put our name in as quickly as we can. As soon as the applications are out and for us to fill them out, I'm going to send it right on into the Emmys committee and see if we can get in this time. We left on friendly terms last year because at first they were like, yeah, sure. Oh, no, never mind. Sorry.
Yeah,
because they changed the length of the red carpet. Pretty much the same thing happened to us Day of Days, too. So hopefully we don't experience that again this year.
Yeah.
Because we'd love to go.
Oh, my gosh. Some of the most fantastic times of my life.
Yeah, I mean, and let's do it again. So come on. So Days of Our Lives nominated this year. They're going up against General Hospital and Young and the Restless. We don't cover Young and the Restless, but from what I hear, they didn't have the strongest year. So I don't think that they're necessarily in the running.
I don't either. I think General Hospital is gonna
5 times.
5 in a row. 5 in a row.
5 times General Hospital. That's likely the case. Now, next year, we'll see. Because Days of Our Lives heating up. All right, it's not the same show it was last year or even the year before. Things are getting hot. Things are getting heavy. Things are getting real interesting. on Days
Yes,
of Our
Days of
Lives.
Our Lives is getting better and better, isn't it?
Yes, but also next year they're going to have the competition of Beyond the Gates because it was 2024. Beyond the Gates was not eligible for the Emmys this year,
Exactly.
but
Exactly.
2026
Mm-hmm.
they're going to be covering 2025, in which Beyond the Gates is eligible. So brand new,
Yes.
just new blood into the Emmys, new
Yes.
competition to be had. And hey, folks, so there's only 3 shows nominated this year for Days of Our Lives, or excuse me, for Best Show. And that's due to changes that the NAFTIS, or whatever they're called, the governing
Yes.
body of the Emmys, they changed their rules where they're not just pretty much accepting and then everything's nominated. They're allowing
Why?
only 3 nominations, or excuse me, they're only allowing 50% of the submitted shows to be nominated. So in this
So,
case,
because there were 6, there's 3 nominations.
so yeah, we can assume that 6 shows put themselves up, and only 3 of them are nominated based off of those rules.
I bet one of them was The Bay.
Yeah, probably The Bay, and then Beyond the Gate, excuse me, and then Bold and the Beautiful,
Of course.
and then probably that what was it? No, is The Bay that Australian one? No, there was that Australian one last year, right?
I don't
There
remember.
was. There was one from overseas last year because I guess it's on American streaming that was
Oh, okay.
nominated last year.
Okay.
So I think given the fact that maybe oh, hey, we're going to be submitting more shows next year. There's going to be Beyond the Gates. Let's just not make it what's the best soap. Let's actually
Yeah.
whittle it down to some real categories.
Do you know if is the event going to be at the Bonaventure again? Do you know
I
that?
don't know for sure, but very likely.
It has been the last 2 years.
Yeah, yeah, I would think so. I would think that they would stick there for as long as they can.
Yeah.
But in the acting categories, I mean, writing and directing, they're also nominated. All of the best shows in the category of best soap have also been nominated for writing and directing. So we'll see who wins that one. But in the acting categories, Days of Our Lives, lead actress doesn't have anybody up. Not for lead actress. That's definitely dominated by General Hospital and Young and the Restless. Mostly Young and the Restless.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got 3 nominations. Y&R does. So I mean, go Michelle Stafford, I guess, because she's the one that's not GH that I guess I would know the best. I mean, people like Eileen Davidson. She's Days of Our Lives. She used to be Days of Our Lives.
She played Kristen
Yeah,
in
she
Sissy.
played Kristen. Now she's Ashley Abbott on The Young and the
Well,
Restless, and she's up.
you know what? She has been off and on Y&R for decades playing Ashley.
Yeah, yeah.
She's been on that show a
She's known
lot.
for both.
Yes, she's known very much for both.
Yeah, yeah. So, if you're an Eileen Davidson fan, former Kristen from Days of Our Lives, then go her. And, Melissa Claire Egan as well. We know Crazy Annie from All My
Crazy
Children.
Annie.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my goodness. Sandra. Hi, Sandra. Let's see. Oh, there's one more. I'm sorry. Cassie Case as Sharon Newman, Young and Restless. So, one more.
Yep. Those actresses have been on that show for so long, all of them.
But here's the one that Days of Our Lives is fairly dominant in, and that's lead actor. So there was some great stuff male-wise coming out Days of Our Lives, especially from these 3, I think.
Yes.
All right, we got Eric Marstoff as Brady. He's up for it. Greg Rickert as Leo Stark. He's up for it. And Paul Telfer as Xander Kyriakis. He's up for it as well. All 3 of those guys really solid 2024, I think. This is the baseball bat between Brady and Xander.
Oh, yeah.
Crazily enough, too. I mean, I got to put myself in these guys' shoes because there has to be a measure of awareness, or maybe you talk to your publicist or your agent to figure out what it is that I'm supposed to submit for my Emmy this year, because that stuff is like 2 years old for them.
Yeah, I mean, I would think, since Days of Our Lives is so taped so far ahead, I mean, I would think that those folks would have to like scratch their head and like kind of try to remember what their big arc was.
Like,
It's been
sincerely,
so
they would,
long since they
yeah,
filmed it.
they can't rely on their own memory. They really have to be like, okay, so what was broadcasting? Because they would have filmed that stuff in 2023 or
Exactly.
early 2024, and that's a long
Yeah,
time ago
exactly.
now. So
Long
I'm
time.
curious to know, like, what did Paul Telfer do in order to uncover the footage? Is it the rivalry between him and Brady over the mom? Because that's something that happened then. Sarah falling down the stairs, almost being thrown down the stairs. I'll say on the
Yes.
with the wheelchair.
Xander's crazy drunk mom.
But we love Xander on this show, and so we're definitely kind of in the corner of Paul Telfer for this particular award, this particular time.
Yes, 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 yes. And
So,
I said something to your dad about him, and he goes, "Oh yeah, it's your boyfriend from the boardroom room. I remember him."
yeah, my future stepdad, Paul Telfer. And then Leo, I think that was baby stuff, and that was some just the tail end of Dimitri thing, baby stuff. Going in all sorts of different. He was writing articles about the passing of Doug. I think.
I bet you. Yeah, I bet you he submitted him helping Nicole have the baby.
There's all kinds of different things that Leo was up to in 2024. So I feel as though those 3 nominations are fairly earned. And then we got over at General Hospital, Dominic Zamprangna and Peter Bergman on Young and the Restless as Jack Abbott. That's rounding out the nominations for Best Male. But I mean, given the law of probability, it seems as though Days of Our Lives might be walking away with the trophy this year for Best Actor.
Oh my gosh, I would be so happy for them.
They got more than half a chance.
Yeah. You know what? Maybe we can pick Tina's brain next week a little bit and ask her about submissions and what does she know about it?
Yeah. Well, Michelle says that Peter Bergman had a great year on Young and the Restless last year, and so he might be the front runner.
Well,
we don't cover that show, so hard to say.
We don't cover that show, but we sure remember him. My goodness, yes, I remember from Young and the Restless, and I remember him very much from All My Children.
Yes, I mean, classic daytime star. We talking in the 11 o'clock hour. We talked about Nancy Lee with the length, the longevity, how long it's been since she's won this, that, and the other thing. Maybe it's time for her to emerge with another trophy. It could be the same thing for Peter Bergman.
Yeah, I don't know when the last time he won either.
Yeah, I don't know. Days of Our Lives nominated in supporting actress as well, with Emily O'Brien as Teresa, not Gwen, but Teresa. So don't confuse what you're seeing on your screens right now with the character she submitted herself for.
Is Teresa.
It's Teresa.
Right?
Yeah.
It's Teresa, not Gwen. But aren't you happy she's back?
Yeah, of course. We love ourselves some Emily O'Brien. No matter if it's Teresa or Gwen, we love to see her on Days.
Yep. Yes, we do.
And then Lindsay Godfrey has been nominated as Sarah Horton.
Sarah.
I think she had a good year. I do. I mean, because this was also having the baby and the baby disappearing because of old Constantine taking him.
Yes.
And trying to find it. And Teresa also nominated.
All that.
Just knee deep in trouble. So I think that, I mean, I personally enjoy, I know that people didn't, but I liked the Constantine story. I found the man to be very interesting.
I liked it too. I liked
Maggie,
it too.
come, let's go have some coffee outside in the yard. It would be beautiful. We will forget all our problems.
Isn't it funny how Cat Green doesn't even acknowledge the fact that he was her grandpa?
I'm just moving on.
Yep.
Moving on with my life. I am now in the ISA. So of the nominations, which it's rounded up by Kate Manzi, who is former Days of Our Lives cast as well. She was Abigail. Susan Walters as Diane, and Courtney Hope as Sally, Young and the Restless. Of those 5, honestly, I'm leaning toward Lindsay Godfrey. I think she had a great year. Of those 5, I think she might eke out the rest. It's just my opinion. I don't know how the people are going to vote, though. I don't know how the governing council will vote.
And that is the lead, right?
Supporting. There are no Days of Our Lives actresses up for lead.
Right.
And we'll get into that here in just a second once we finish talking about Blake Barris being nominated for Bobrit on Days of Our Lives. I definitely, the submission would be him dying twice. So he was. I think Connie poisoned him, I think is what it was. And so the poison killed one personality and then next. First Everett died and then Bobby did right after.
Yeah. It's so crazy.
Excuse me. And I remember that failure of a storyline just having a great ending, just a good ending. When it comes to the performances, the actors really leaned into like kind of what it meant for this character to be passing away, and also the way that it was written too was just incredibly tragic. It was just so tragically sad, no matter what Bobrit was up to. And plus, Connie had taken more evil in that part of the story too. You know, he was doing bad things. He had nefarious plans, but Connie was the one that was actually like out there stabbing folks. And so
Right.
there was a little bit of protection there story-wise to give us that avenue of tragedy, which is what we
Yeah.
got out of Bob Ritt. And I know it wasn't the most popular thing, and a lot of people hated it and that kind of stuff, but when it comes to like, hey, let's reward somebody for acting, I think that one's pretty well earned, especially for that final scene.
Okay.
Everyone's going to lose to
Sure, that was
Gregory
on his
Harrison,
list.
though. Everybody's going to lose to Gregory Harrison, who played Gregory Chase on General Hospital. His whole ALS demise, or whatever it was, the disease that he had, taking it away.
Oh my gosh, that was good, wasn't he? He was
Yes.
just so good. He was just so good.
And we do have 2 Days of Our Lives nominations in the emerging category, the emerging artist category. The emerging talent category is the official title.
Emerging talent.
So this is for people who are on their very first contract on soap. So they could be of any age. They could be 90, they could be 12, they could be 4, they could be an infant. If you're on your first contract, I
But you
believe
have
that's
to
the
have,
rules.
but you have to be, you can't be a recurring.
No, that's I think those falls into guests and supportings. But for
Okay.
this specific one, rather than having the young artist or the first year or whatever it might be, it's your first contract. So I see fairly young faces all across, but they're not all limited to like I'm under 25.
Right.
You know? Because I don't think Anna Lynn McCord, who plays Kat, who's nominated for the emerging talent, I don't think she's 25. I feel like she might be a little older than that. So
Oh, I think so too. I think she's in her 30s. I wonder about her. Her last name is McCord.
mhm.
In the 60s, Adam 12 series. Adam 12, Adam 12. Anyway, the one of the cops, his last name was McCord. And I wonder if they are related because she has a very slight similarity in her features to this guy. I don't remember his first name, the actor's first name, but his last name is McCord, and it's spelled just like hers.
Well, let's see what Wikipedia has to say, Mama.
Maybe they're related.
Buford, Montgomery, doesn't say, nope.
Nope, they just have the same last name.
Yep, McCord was born in 1987 in Atlanta as the daughter of David McCord, a Christian pastor.
Mm-hmm.
She was raised in
okay.
Buford and Monroe in Georgia, where she grew up of modest means, living in a trailer park. I grew up just like Kat.
Oh, she a country girl, huh?
Her parents believed in strict discipline, in which she was not allowed to watch Harry Potter because it had witches in it.
Oh, she came from a strict and very protected environment.
Yeah, the actor you're thinking of though is Kent McCord. Maybe
There
an
you
uncle.
go.
Maybe it's an uncle, a distant relative of some sort.
Maybe. I just thought, I just noticed it.
Anyway, she's nominated, and with the whole WISA thing, things are bound to get a little bit more interesting for Kat going forward than they had been in the past. So.
Oh, and I think Kat and Chad are going to wind up being together. They like each other
100%.
more. They like each other more than they want to.
And it's gonna be.
He likes her more than he
Hey,
wants to.
Donald. Donald's in the chat here today. Hey, Donald. The recasting of Chad that we're coming up on is going to be what we need for Kat and Chad to move forward, because people associate Billy Flynn's face with Abigail so much that if it's not Abigail, then why are we bothering? But when you change the actor, you have a chance to switch it up. You get a new pairing of faces together. Then Chad and Kat now have more of a possibility because people aren't thinking of their favorite moments of Billy Flynn in the past with a different character.
Makes sense.
Looking forward to it. Kent does have 2 daughters, just not her. There
you go.
Oh God. Okay, so she's nominated along with Ashley Puzimis, who plays Holly. She's nominated from Days of Our Lives as well. Rounding out is Olivia Dabo, who is definitely older than 25. Do you know who Olivia Dabo is?
No, I recognize the name, but no.
She was on the Wonder Years.
She was on the Wonder Years.
Yeah. She was the older sister on the Wonder Years.
Oh.
Unless it's a different one. Unless I'm thinking of somebody else.
Well, then, so she knows Allie Mills pretty well then.
I mean, I'm checking out to make sure that I'm not thinking of a different actress. Unless there's two different Olivia Dabos, I think I'm correct. Live on-screen research, folks, to make sure that I'm not lying to you here on this podcast. Olivia Dabos, Fifi Garrett. I think yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Pretty cool.
See, I'm suffering.
And what show is she on right now?
Young and the Restless.
Young and the Restless.
The sister Karen says Donald. I'm taking Donald's support as me not needing to Google any further. So, because Donald's writing a book. He's an expert. Okay, so Donald Peoples. He's the librarian soap fan on Twitter. Go check him out. Give him a follow. He's been working hard.
Oh, I've seen him on the Twitter.
Yeah, we had him on the
I didn't realize.
Mother, he's done. He's done.
Saying, I didn't realize that you were.
Hi, Donald.
I didn't realize that's that Donald.
It's that one. Yeah, he's done Perfect Tens for us as well.
There's some all
Welcome back, Nita. So yeah, Olivia Dabo. So that just goes to show, first soap contract, no matter your age, experience, or seasoned or otherwise.
So Karen's under contract.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Allie Mills, she's nominated for the guest performance, but Days of Our Lives has nobody nominated, and of course neither does Beyond the Gates.
I would love to go to the Emmys and get a picture of the two of them together.
It would be really fun.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Watching them come down the red carpet together, arms hooked, skipping down like Dorothy and the Scarecrow. What I find interesting is, of the guest cast, we got Allie Mills, Avery Kristen Pohl, Clint Howard, who is Ron Howard's brother, very famous actor. Everybody knows the face of Clint Howard.
Yes.
Jacqueline Grace Lopez as Blaze. And then the last person nominated is Lyndon Ashby, who played Cameron Kirsten on The Young and the Restless. I know Lyndon Ashby from the Mortal Kombat movie, where he played Johnny Cage. So that's funny. He also did Teen Wolf. He was on Teen Wolf, for anybody that was a big Teen Wolf fan.
Oh, not Teen Wolf like the movie.
Not the Michael J. Fox one,
series.
No, but the TV
series,
show. Yeah, the
right?
series. Yeah.
Okay.
And then rounding it out, Valerie Pettiford as Amy. Valerie Pettiford as Amy on Young and the Restless is the final guest nominated. Oh, gosh. And that's pretty much the soap categories. Then we're getting into, like, talk show host, and that's the same ones every time. Kelly and Mark nominated.
Yeah.
One day, Matt and Kat. It's going to be like the Mike and Maddie show. Remember the Mike and Maddie show? It'll be the Matt and Kat show.
Yes.
So, mother and son instead of whatever they were.
Yeah.
Anyway, Ma, you want to talk about Xander?
Well, we need to talk about, no, not quite yet, because you know what?
Oh, we got to talk about Susan.
Exactly.
That's right. I forgot to talk about Susan. All right. So Susan Seaforth Hay, she submitted herself to the Emmys this year, but was not nominated. There's been a lot of discourse online from people who know her. She's even made a statement too about the fact that just a little statement about.
I hope she doesn't have her feelings hurt real bad.
It was long about it was a mostly a positive feeling statement about. I mean, the longevity of my career is kind of like an award. So,
Has she ever gotten a lifetime award before?
Well, I mean, it's not done yet, so I don't think so.
Well, no, like for instance,
like a lifetime achievement thing.
Yes, like what you did for Susan.
I
remember?
think you have to be done with your career in order to get one of those, though, because otherwise you haven't. Your lifetime hasn't been achieved yet, has it?
Oh, no. Well, to me, at the age of 82, I think they could go ahead and do that for you.
Well, man, I don't know. I guess best actress would be the more tasty award to get.
So you guys, she sent in a nomination. She sent in her reel.
Mm-hmm. For best actress.
For best actress, not supporting.
Not supporting, but best actress. Yes.
Yes.
So she was not nominated.
I have some feelings about that.
So she was not nominated for best actress this year, and I guess it really comes down to what it is that we are. Yes, you did, Donald. You gave your opinion about Austin Mason and Cyrus and GH for a Perfect 10 in 2023. We're gonna do it again in 2025. I promise. She was not nominated for Best Actress. So I guess it really comes down to how do you interpret the term Best Actress or Best Lead Actress? Are we considering the best lead actress of a singular story? Because then, there's lots of lead actresses because there's lots of stories that are being led by female characters.
Right.
Or do you consider lead actress to be someone that carries more of the show? That has more lead content throughout the year?
Right.
And you're not just supporting the hour in which that other lead is carrying more minutes per day. And not to get into too much, nitty gritty science. Well, a lead actress has at least 45 minutes a week. Nothing like that.
Nothing like that. Nothing like that.
But, in the concept of, Deidre holds a lot more story than Susan does.
Yes. Yes. I think that Susan has been a lead actress a lot of years on Days of Our Lives. But currently she is not.
So then now we have the question.
That's what I think.
Because there's no doubt, no denying that she was the lead of the death of Doug. No doubt that she was the lead of that particular story. So when you're submitting, what is the concept of the award? Is it a lead of the series as a whole, or is it a lead of the particular story that you're submitting yourself for? So that's the breakdown to me. I think that she would have had a better chance in the supporting actress category.
Yes.
Just because of the fact that I would consider lead actress to be someone who carries more story throughout the year.
Don't get me wrong. I have mad respect for Susan.
Totally.
I think she's an absolute delight. But I think she would have had a better chance too.
Yeah.
If she would have went for supporting, because yes, okay, she did have a leading story with Doug's death, but typically what Julie does is call people darling and give them a hug.
It's supporting stuff. So
that's
Julie,
typically what she does.
Because if you compare it to like the Academy Awards, where you have a much smaller frame in order to classify a character, it's not 5 days a week, 52 weeks a year. Yeah, it's just the hour and a half of the movie. There's the clear lead, there's the clear supporting, and then we say, best actress and best actor, lead actress and supporting actress. But it's a little bit of a disservice to an actor to call someone a lead actor and a supporting actor, because it's more of a lead character and a supporting character. They're both talented people. They both can carry their weight. They both did their job. But which character was more prominent in the time frame? And I really think that's what it comes down to. And you agree.
Yeah.
And you agree. So, yeah, supporting, I think, would have been the category, and she probably would have walked away with it. That's just how we think, though. We're not there. We don't feel that passion. We weren't playing it because Amy Shaughnessy was out there posting to social media, explaining the point of view of this elderly person who watched the decline and death of her husband and then turned around and turned that into creative, beautiful art. And that should be recognized. No matter where she placed herself, that should be recognized.
I agree 100%. Like I said, I have,
Lifetime achievement.
Exactly. I think Susan is, I think she is a legacy character of daytime.
Maybe they can do a Doug and Julie lifetime achievement pairing or something, because
Wouldn't
they're
that be
historical.
cool?
They are historical.
Yes, they are.
Like in the annals of soap history, everybody knows Doug and Julie. They innovated soaps. They're the ones that brought them into the extreme 80s.
Yeah.
They were
They
that
were on the
pathway.
cover of Life magazine.
Hell yeah.
They were.
Now, do you want to talk about Xander?
Now I want to talk about Xander. You know what? When it comes to who I like to look at, I love to look at me some Brady. But Xander, I love Xander. I love him when he's mean. Oh my gosh. Him and Philip. I just devour a Philip and Xander scene. It's so good.
And there's an element of Xander that we were just introduced to this week that I didn't know existed before.
Right.
And I am all on board for, because again, we're big Emily O'Brien fans.
Right.
I had no idea that Xander and Gwen had been connected in the past.
I know, me either.
So
And
I am all on board for a reconnection.
Oh, I think that's happening. Even though, he just kind of got up and left, didn't he?
I mean,
Woke up.
it's just step one.
Yeah, it's just step one, exactly. But boy, oh boy, he is leaning into being bad Xander. Oh my gosh, he has urges to just make a mistake every day.
Totally reignited the bad Xander inside.
Yeah, and now he done stole the baby.
Well, I mean, that's what he does. That's what bad Xander does. All right, there's not going to stop him. I mean,
Yeah.
Sarah threw up way too many walls too quickly for him to ever just be like, "Oh, I'll figure it out." No, he's not going to figure it
I
out.
If I were Maggie, though, of course, he probably would have got by with taking her out of the house, and maybe I would have traumatized the baby, but I'd have fought a little harder.
Well, she's
He would have
elderly.
to. He would have to like shake
Break a
me
hip.
off his back. Okay.
He would have to break your hip.
He would have to. He
Yeah,
would have to. He would have to give me a Philip beating,
I get
because
it.
there's no way I let him.
I would have to go up to Northern California, visit you in the hospital.
There's no way I would have let. But at the same time, though, chances are he's still had taken off with her, and she'd be a traumatized 2-year-old. But anyway.
Well, I mean, but you would have fought harder is the whole point. I don't know. Maybe she's tired. Maybe she's tired of fighting. She's been fighting for decades on this show. All right?
Yeah.
Fighting for Melissa. Fighting against Mickey, falling in love.
I didn't realize that she had a daughter named Melissa.
Yeah, she has a daughter named
Until
Melissa.
until this week, when she was supposed to go on the trip with Melissa, and Melissa can't go. I didn't know that Sarah had an older sister named Melissa.
Oh my gosh, Mom.
And that's my daughter's name.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I had a secret timer going this whole time, and I didn't tell you. And it just finished. 30 minutes in, and you know what that means, folks.
Yeah,
You know that's time for us to tell you something.
it is.
To make a big old announcement. And if you were here last week, it's not.
announcements.
And if you were here last week, it's not a surprise. Because we let it out then. But now it's 100% official in the books. Gonna happen at 1:30 next week, live right here on the 10th Floor YouTube channel.
Yes.
We are going to have a guest from Days of Our Lives come and join us on Days for Dummies. Tina Huang, who plays...
Who does she play? Who?
You're supposed to finish for me, Ma. Oh, you don't know.
And now I went brain dead.
Yeah, we suck at this, don't we? We're just so bad. We're just so... Melinda!
I'm Melinda Trask.
Melinda Trask. She's going to join us live right here.
Yes, she is.
I'm going to ask her if she can bring the baby.
Right?
Yeah, I want her to bring the baby.
Yeah.
Tate's baby or Aaron's baby, but the baby. I want her to bring the baby. No, we're gonna talk. We're gonna. It's gonna be so fun because Melinda has been up to so much craziness over the last year or so. She has been in the heart of not only intense drama on Days of Our Lives, but the goofiest intense drama. Like, she finds herself constantly in the more off the wall stories, and that's all bread and butter here on 10th Floor Days for Dummies.
Yes,
So we're going to
she
talk
does.
about the Demira basement and the explosion and the bed and the Connie and just everything. So we're
Yes,
so
we're gonna talk
excited.
about all that.
Next week, we're going to have Melinda Trask, Tina Huang, the actress from Days of Our Lives. She's going to be here live at 1:30 p.m. right here. Eugenie, you were there. You were there. You know. All it takes sometimes is to shout at somebody across the parking lot. Days for Dummies, I'm going to reach out. Come to the podcast guy.
Be on the podcast, please.
Okay. And she's being dragged off by her
Yeah,
handlers.
exactly.
Her agent and her husband are just like, we're hungry.
Yeah, we're out of here.
We're leaving. Stop talking to these fans. So, excited for that. I'll share everything out on social media as well, especially on not Twitter. For you, Rebecca. If you're out there listening. So super fun, super excited to have that. Definitely looking forward to it. And of course, in the heart of big story right now, too, with the developments of this whole baby shenanigans. Ma, what do you think?
The baby shenanigans.
Are you tired of it? Or are you excited for these latest developments? Because the baby is here and now it's gone. Put the baby in the box.
Yeah.
The baby's
Well,
been
now,
in the box.
well, Leo and Javier are.
Well, I mean, it's here, but it's gone, but it's here, and nobody knows that it's here, but it's also gone, but it's also there. It's like Schrodinger's baby, and nobody's going to figure it out until they do. You know? So how you feeling about that? How you feeling about that baby in the Hernandez household? I think it's fun.
I think that if Sophia ever sees the baby, I think she's gonna know it's hers.
She can recognize it. She'll be like, "Man, you look just like me."
I think she's just gonna put two together. I think if Sophia ever sees the baby, she's gonna know it's her baby.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's usually how it goes, right?
Have an intuition almost.
You can just smell it in the air.
Yeah. Javi and Leo with the baby are cute, though. They are.
They are. I think it's a fun little addition. And who cares how quickly they introduced it? We're telling stories here on daytime. It doesn't matter. You don't really need to be together for an actual 5 years of daytime programming in order to raise a baby. Let's just get into the fun, goofy story.
Yeah.
Yeah, bless. You got Sherry over here drinking Cherie. Chablis over on the side as this baby's howling, right?
Yeah. And Ari's like,
yeah,
Ari,
it's
a
a
rotten
good
little
time.
girl.
It's a good time.
Ari's a bad, rotten little girl. She is.
Well, okay, so you're right. You're right, Janie, because so she tells Tate it's a girl, but it's really a boy, and the baby is half Asian. So if she sees a little half Asian baby in the arms of Leo and Javi, who is a fireman, it would be pretty easy to connect those dots.
You would think so.
Yeah.
You would think so. Well, she got a baby. Well, I wonder what Sophia's going to do. I mean, she's gonna pretend she had the baby, and her and Melinda are in cahoots on what to do.
Yeah,
but they really but they really haven't divulged it to the audience what.
Fake adoption papers, this, that, and the other thing, all sorts of illegal paperwork being filed to kind of put people in a direction. Because Tate, he wanted to hold them in, and maybe Brady will be like, let's find the parents, let's let you hold that baby, boy. Maybe Brady will do that and earn himself another Emmy nomination down the line.
Maybe.
And they'll have to go to South Dakota where they think the baby is and have some sort of cowboy adventure.
And it's right over there in the Hernandez house.
Right, and they're trying to find the baby in the rodeo, but it's really over in the Hernandez house, keeping Rafe up at night.
Exactly. And Days of Our Lives, stop using that crappy picture of a house to depict the Hernandez house. It's bad. It's bad.
Use a better house. Use a better house. Okay, give that house a facelift.
Well, just make it look less AI.
You think it's AI?
Yeah.
I would hope not. There's so many houses you could just take a picture of in Los Angeles.
I know, but it's just not a good. You can tell it doesn't look real.
That sucks. I'm just hoping that maybe a really bad CG artist did it. Because it's just controversial. And when it comes to something simple like that, I can understand utilizing a little AI here and there to help you keep yourself creative and organized. I can understand that. It could be a useful tool. It's packed with information. I get that. And I also there's this movie, Late Night with the Devil. It's a horror movie that came out a couple of years ago, and basically the plot is a late night host interviews a demon on his Johnny Carson style late night show, and horror and shenanigans and blah 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 blah. But there's a couple of times in it in which the camera cuts out and it says, technical difficulties, right, as the demon's attacking, and these cards, with the loud tone, the very classic 60s 70s style of things, please stay tuned, technical difficulties. Those little cards were made out of AI. Nothing else in this movie was made of AI. But these little cards that have a little swoop of color and say, please stay tuned. AI. And people flip their frickin' lids about it. And I'm like, it's a swoop of color and words. Why are we throwing fits over that?
Right.
So I'll take that. But to create a house, the Hernandez house of AI, when you can just go and take a picture of a real one and give yourself an authentic presentation of something, I would say go that route every time.
I pulled that out of my hat, okay?
I'm just saying. It's a podcast, Ma. We're supposed to talk about things.
Yeah. But anyway, so I don't like that janky looking house that they show up when they go to Hernandez. Now, all the gates they have gates for the mirrors.
Yes, they have gates
And
everywhere.
they have gates. They have gates for the Damaras,
Yes.
and they have gates for the Kyriakis.
Yes, and those are nice.
Yes.
Especially the
Yes.
Kyriakis. You remember that show Coach?
Yeah.
You remember da 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 da, right? And then the opening credits would be like panning through his office of all of this old dusty like sports memorabilia, and everything had wood paneling and such. That's just
Dick Van Dyke's brother was on it.
yeah. Jerry Van Dyke was he played
Yes.
Luther. He played it, and then there was Dauber. Dauber
Yes.
who was over in the stand. Anyway,
Yes.
anyway. That wood paneling, like old, like dusty smell, but also kind of like cedary at the same time, and just kind of like this comfortable warmth, and then like sunlight coming through and catching the dust that's flying through the air, and it leaves kind of like that sparkle in its wake. You know what I'm talking about? That's
Yeah.
the feeling I get from the Kyriakis Manor. It's probably not dusty inside, but maybe from like the workshop. A little sawdust in the air. That's the feeling I get.
The decor for me,
Mm-hmm.
the decor of the Kyriakis house is so stuck in 1986, the year you were born.
Yes.
Stuck there. It's stuck there.
I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be the same house that Shane. It was originally the Donovan house. Shane Donovan originally had it, and then he gave it to Victor Kyriakis when Victor came to town, because Shane was like, "Well, if I'm going to give a house to someone, especially an enemy such as him, then I'm going to give him one that I know well." And so he gave Victor the house he knows well. And get in there, PG. You need to put in those cameras.
And it was big, and it's a big house.
And it's a big old estate.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I think the Kyriakises took it to, or he bought it from Shane. I think so. You can tell me if I'm wrong in the chat, but I think he bought it from Shane, and never gave it up, and it's still there to this day. They never changed the chair, never changed the couch, because Victor would hate it.
Oh, okay.
I'm guessing. I don't know.
Okay.
There's only a couple of things I know about Victor. One, he had a lot of kids. Two, he wasn't very nice. And three, he doesn't like hookers on his doorstep.
No, he doesn't.
Those are the three things I know.
Did you notice? I was trying to notice, and I couldn't. I don't think they showed it. Remember, Xander took his dad's picture and cut it up
Yes.
and took it off the mantle, right?
Yeah. And he cut it and put it in the trash.
Yeah. But I was when they've gone back to the Kyriakis mansion. I'm trying to see what's above the fireplace. I don't know. I want to know. Did they
Just an
replace
empty
it? Did
square.
Maggie replace it?
Just an empty square,
Is there a different piece of art there now? Is it empty, or did Maggie replace it?
I'm honestly surprised it's not a larger plot point.
Me too.
Like the hunt for Victor's photo, like that thing was looming.
Well, I would think Maggie should say, Xander, what did you do?
Speaking of crazy bad guys, we got to make this the last days of our lives topic before we talk about Beyond the Gates, and then leave at some point. Excuse me. The Stefano
Yeah?
is coming back somehow, some way.
Old man Stefano?
I don't know if it's going to be old man Stefano. It could be Robo Stefano. It could be that AI Stefano that I was suggesting. But there's Tony is working hard to resurrect his dad.
Oh.
It's a part of the preview, and it's coming, Ma. It's coming.
Oh,
Days of Our
really?
Lives does not try to shut up anymore.
I did. No, they don't. They put in spoilers in their stuff for next week. Big time. Because Holly and Arya are going to get kidnapped next week.
So, at that point, sincerely, from Days of Our Lives' point of view, why bother? Why bother trying to keep it a secret when it's always coming out anyway? Everybody's always knowing what it is that we're doing. Let's just make it part of the marketing.
Well, that's what they're doing currently.
I'm with it. So Stefano could be coming back, and maybe he's young, maybe he's brainwashed, maybe he's has a chip implanted in his brain, and it's somebody else.
Maybe it's Brandon Barash and he thinks he's Stefano.
Maybe that's the case, but there's a strong possibility that Stefano's coming back, and I am excited for that too. And it's interesting because we had been talking about Monica, right?
Now,
Monica.
Tony.
Oh yeah.
Tony is supposed to be Stefano's eldest child.
Yeah, it's like his stepkid, but yeah.
I'm sorry, but Tony looks old enough to be Stefano himself, okay?
It's something he just he it's just how the man aged, unfortunately. Not to say he looks unfortunate, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
He
Yes.
looks older than his age, just because of just how he looks.
I do remember him as Uncle Victor.
Yeah, I think he's led a life, like a life of enjoyment and decadence, which sometimes
That's
leads to quick aging.
awesome.
I mean, he's not going to watch this, so I'm not too worried about him hearing. Anyway, but if you go and watch some classic days, I could see why. I mean, he had that very like exotic European look to him, especially when he was younger.
Okay.
So
I can see that.
yeah.
Oh, I do remember what he looked like when he was somewhat younger. He was on General Hospital a very long time ago now.
Right, but even younger than that, when he was
Yeah.
like in his 30s, when everything was still attached to the way that it was natively attached, right? As we all experience, I'm just being honest.
So, yeah.
This
I didn't
droops.
know-
This didn't droop before. This droops a little. I'm gonna have a big old pocket one day. It's gonna suck.
Yeah, you get a turkey neck. Turkey
No, but I'm
neck.
gonna have like a. I hope I don't get like one of those senator things.
You won't, man.
I
Oh,
guess
you
Brandon.
silly.
I guess Brandon moved to Tennessee. What? Wait, if he moved to Tennessee, and Kirsten Storms moved to Tennessee, is there a future reunion?
No, Brandon got married again. Remember he had a baby?
Yeah, I know. I'm just playing. Tony is Stefano's brother. I thought Tony was Stefano's stepson. Well, there's Tony and there's Andre. So I think Andre is Stefano's brother, and he had his face changed to look like Tony.
Oh.
I think that's how that works. Whatever. Who cares? Let's get off of this and talk about Beyond the Gates. How about that, huh?
Oh, okay, let's do it.
All right, transition
Beyond
into
the
background. Boom, Beyond the Gates. We are now in
Beyond the
Fairmont Crest
Gates.
Country Club. We're going to play something on the Orphe jeans. A little juke right here. You need a
you
little
go.
ketchup.
Ain't no mountain high enough.
There
Ain't
will
no-
be no Articulates reunion for you.
I know, right? I honestly, I feel like if they don't have an Articulate actual concert and reunion, why the hell have we done this at all?
No, that has to be leading. It's just the next step. These stories are not the quick stories. Clearly, Beyond the Gates is one that takes time to breathe in their tales. Because if they were going for faster, then Bill would already know that there's a fake baby on the way.
Yeah, and what the hell is Haley doing? Why is she doing? I think she don't love Bill at all. I think it's all a ruse.
It's been a long game to try to achieve status.
Exactly.
Never
'Cause
cared
she's
about
so-
nobody.
She is so jealous of the Duprees
Yeah.
that she wants to be one so damn bad.
Yeah, it's like she saw them from
have
afar.
that kind, or have that kind of status, like you said.
Yeah.
Money
It's
status.
it's like she saw the sisters from afar in high school and was like, ooh, that's what I want to be. And just found her way to be friends and found her way to now be wife and is going to find her way to take the college fund or whatever it is that she's trying to lead up to. And then she can take that nest egg somewhere else and start her life fabulous. I mean, it could be any number of things. And it's not what I thought it was at the start. And so that's great. That's great because I thought that she was just like this dumb, young, naive girl in love. But no, she's manipulating something
She
in
sure
a way
is.
that we're not really sure.
Yeah, and I think we're going to find out that Haley has some kind of connection to somebody else that has not been shown yet. But how she can't continue with her pregnancy facade because she's never going to grow a bump.
Unless she takes like some pillows and starts shoving them in her shirt. Donald goes, "Go ahead, Moghat." I think he was saying that to your singing. How did it come out that Haley is not pregnant? Did it come out that Haley's not pregnant? I don't think so. Let me look at my
No,
notes.
no, it didn't come out that Haley's not pregnant.
No. We're always
However-
teetering on this on the potentiality of truth coming out.
But
There's Ashley's suspicious. Danny's been suspicious since day one. Mm-hmm. You know, there's never going to be any convincing her until there's an actual baby in the arms of Haley.
Exactly. She is so she is even when she like she'll start a conversation where she's not accusing Haley of something, but by the time she's done,
So
she got
she's warming up to it at all times.
ooh, Danny can't shut up to save her life. She
I mean, I get it, because when it comes down to it, who is the biggest villain in Danny's life right now? Especially with this whole suspicion of lying thing. Not only did you steal my husband, but now you're lying to this person that I admit that I just can't get enough of.
right.
And promising a baby that I know that he would love because he loved our daughters so much, and you're effing with his brain in a way that I really cannot get with.
Right. And Danny, she may not like Bill, but she sure enough still loves the
Oh,
hell out of him.
absolutely.
So
Absolutely. She said so.
she's gonna protect him to a certain degree, even
Yeah.
if she doesn't really want to.
And even then, like, even if all of this was, even if there was no love left,
Right.
I would say that someone who is the father of my adult children that I spent so much time with and such, that if it was so obviously clear that your new wife was out to do something, I still might consider wanting to intervene just due to the longevity, even though there's hurt. But there's still many years of loyalty and connection and love and experience and
Sure.
I think some of it's justified.
I love it. One of the character of Danny, this is what I love about her. She is wild and messy, but she also can be so full of she can be wise. She is very maternal when she needs to be.
Yeah.
She's a voice of reason when she needs to be. But at the same time, she's messy.
Oh, very messy. She can't help
She's
but be
messy.
messy.
She's messy,
and I
but
think that a lot of that has to do with time. Like, she has had time in her life to be messy. I was thinking about Joshua Bernard. I know it's silly. I know it's a weird transition, but I saw a little Instagram clip of him before we went on the air today, and he was playing some concert, singing some song, and Maurice had sent it, and he's like, "Oh, my son is so talented," and he's singing like this just like, I don't know, emotion filled, like Denver sounding song, and his guitar solo with a microphone sitting up there on a stool.
like more like folk music to a certain degree.
Yeah, kind of, yeah, sort of, but it was a really unplugged, emotional, that sort of thing. And I'm sitting there and I'm watching this thing and I'm like, man, this guy has had time to learn how to do this. I don't know if many talented people who have the potential to be great, like Joshua Bernard's a pretty talented guy. But how many of them don't have time to be what Joshua Bernard has become because they're too busy having to work?
Yeah, too busy like maintaining a life, right?
Right. I mean, being able to be that talented comes from a bit of privilege to a degree, either privilege or sacrifice. You've either sacrificed everything in your life other than working at Costco and playing this guitar, and you don't have friends and relationships and healthy ones and that sort of stuff, or you're a person who is privileged with not having to work at Starbucks.
Right.
It's just interesting. And then I relate it to like the fictional characters that we watch on a show like this, and how it might lend to reactions and the time to be suspicious, the time to be jealous, the time to be manipulative.
Well, Danny don't have no right to be pissed at Andre about nothing.
Well, no.
She treated him like a booty call
Yes.
for a long time.
And even when he was like, well, I mean, things are getting in the she was still like, yeah, but. And even after stuff was come out, she was like, great, now let's shut up about it again.
Exactly. Yeah.
Great, now people know, let's not continue to talk about it.
I don't like Ashley and Andre together. I don't think they have chemistry. I'm just, I guess I'll just say it. I'm not an Ashley fan.
So that's something interesting, and I think Donald commented on it as well on his Twitter page, that apparently the problem with Ashley and Derek wasn't Derek, but the chemistry suck that is Ashley. Because she's not great with Andre, and then that stuff with the Derek, because Derek went on the date with the head nurse, right? And
yeah, Shanice asked him out.
Shanice, thank you. And it was fine. Like I didn't hate it. Not as much as I had not been interested in the past.
Ashley I don't think she should have been looking at Derek and Shanice anyway. And I don't, she was there with somebody as well.
I'm finding that Ashley doesn't have like she's a nurse and so she delivers babies in elevators because she has to.
Mm-hmm.
But beyond that, I'm not getting the sense that she's actually like the nice one. I'm getting the sense that she's the one that would run interference, the one that's going to be like, yeah, well nobody can have him, that kind of
Yeah, yeah.
person. And then she goes up and talks to mom, who is like who's like Alice and Janney on that show, mom.
Uh-huh.
You know, just peeling in on her Harley,
Yeah.
who may or may not be dispensing good advice. I don't know, because it's fun because when you get like that kick-ass mom character like you are, they could either come with like there's two kinds. There's the one that they're the ones that is well traveled and wise and knows the right answer because they've lived so many challenging experiences, or you have the one that's still a mess up and gives the advice that messes people up.
Yeah.
And so I
You
just
got the good advice, you got the bad advice.
yeah, so I'm just wondering because you got like like you would give good advice coming in your Harley, spitting on the ground, taking your helmet off, and shaking that hair loose.
Probably. Probably.
And be like, let me tell you a little something about something.
Mm-hmm.
Like Roseanne, not like Roseanne Barr, the person, but Roseanne the character.
Yes. Roseanne's character is a lot nicer than Roseanne Barr.
Let's see. Chandra says that after rewatching week 1, Andre has been going after both women since episodes 3 and 4. So Andre can't handle it.
Andre, we have been told Andre gets around.
Oh yeah,
You know,
he's a little
he's a
man-ho.
player.
He's a
He's
little
a
man-ho.
player. Andre's a player. But he's got some feels for Danny.
Mm-hmm.
But since she rejected him, sort of,
Maybe just move
well,
on.
she only rejects him when they're in public. At private, no, she doesn't reject him at all. But I think, if he wanted to really be her boyfriend, now he probably would have dropped Ashley or not pursued Ashley, but but Danny was kind of pretty much told him, he's always going to be that
Yes.
late night call.
Yes, it's never going to be any more than this. We're not going to go start a family together. You're not going to be the new Mrs. Bill Hamilton. Like, don't think that. All right, don't think that.
Oh, don't think that.
Well, Ma, we got time to talk about one more thing. Do you want to talk about Martin attacking his children for getting too close to secrets?
Martin is about to have a meltdown, isn't
He
he?
sure is. Or do you want to talk about the continuing and deepening developments between Nicole and Leslie?
Oh my gosh, Nicole tried to choke her on Friday.
She sure did. She sure did, and I loved it. I thought of
I
you the whole
loved it
time,
too.
and I'm just waiting for things to continue to. Because Nicole has been so. She's been. I want to phrase this in the way that I mean. She has been a person on the outside of all of these crazy ass developments that have affected her life in big ways. It's nothing
Yeah.
she did. It's nothing she's
No.
chosen. It's everything that everybody else has been involved in, and mostly because of that dick in the turtleneck who dropped the turtleneck
Right.
that she had been married to
Exactly.
this whole time. So all of this
Yeah.
is going on, and she's reacting, and then she learns about the Andre and Danny situation, and it gets compounding and harder. And she has not truly flipped out. She has maintained a modicum, an element of
Oh,
control.
yeah, that's what that was kind of surprising because her character Nicole, she's always been reserved,
Yeah,
in control,
yeah,
not overly emotional,
Right.
always level-headed,
yeah, yeah.
always. And but that damn Leslie though, just when she started needling her about having miscarriages.
Yes, and that exactly is the moment that had been
that
warming
was-
up to, and looking forward to kind of seeing when it comes to Nicole, what is the breaking point? What is going to push her past this reactionary? Well, I'm going to keep it down and under control because I still got work to do, mentality of it all, and then have to finally spring into it and clap back. And
Yeah.
it's good. It's good. It's awesome. When you look at beyond,
Leslie played that up so much. Huh?
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, it's exact. Oh my god! And you know she's gonna go and have a neck brace for the next 3 weeks and different wigs.
Exactly.
It's gonna be so good. And this is one of the strengths of Beyond the Gates, because if you look at it as a whole, like if you think of it week over week and development over development, you're like, man, this has been a really interesting, fun, deeply interesting ride, full of detail and surprise and earned moments. But then if you like, but then when you watch it day by day, you're like, dang man, nothing's happening.
Exactly.
It's so weird.
I actually, this past week, I thought they need to move on a little bit.
Yeah,
They need
yeah.
to accelerate things a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But then when you look back and you think about the memories and the plot beats and the this that and all, it's fun, it's engaging, it's interesting, and it's one of those comparisons to like a day is long but a year is short.
Yeah.
But kind of the flip.
Yeah.
Or not even the flip. Like the day seems kind of long, man. Okay, yeah, okay. But when you think about the year, you're like, man, this thing was punchy. It was good. We hit a lot of beats. We're in a completely different place than we are now. But when you're living in and experiencing, it doesn't feel that way. And so it's kind of this interesting push and pull as an audience member, because we're used to things moving a little bit faster. But then when you think about it, it's not bad. It's I don't know. It's
Well,
maybe a reach back into like yesteryear to a degree when it comes to soap pacing.
I tell you what, though, I have to be a little bit Team Leslie for only this reason. It
Yeah.
has nothing to do with what she did.
Hmm.
You know what? I think she pegged that little brat cat right.
That Kit Kat.
She's a brat. Cat is a brat, and she's rotten to
Oh
the
yeah,
core.
yeah, she is. Yeah, she
She's
is.
rotten to the core. She is so spoiled, so rotten. And she thinks that everything should revolve around her and everybody should do exactly what she says.
Hmm.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Jacob is just so tired of her. Girl, go away. Right?
Yes.
So tired of her.
Well, yeah, yeah. Like, please stop asking me advice on how to capture this. Just file a police report, and we'll handle it. Come on, come on.
Yeah.
The Kit Kat brat,
Yeah.
exactly,
And
Chandra.
yeah, and then she did that Eva thing, where Eva really kind of thought, wow, she's actually being nice. Maybe things are going to get better. No, she was setting her up.
Positioning you in a place I want. Well, stay tuned, because it's been revealed to us in the chat here between Chandra and Donald that this coming Tuesday, the secret is out in full, and we will know what Martin did.
Oh, good.
Coming up on Tuesday.
Because, Matt, do you think that even Martin fully knows what he did?
Absolutely not. This is going to be a
No.
huge revelation, and it's going to answer so many dark questions he didn't know he had. He's going to feel terrible about, like, basically locking Tyrell in his room with, like, replacing the door with solid steel and 6 deadbolts and just everything to just separate him
glad-
from life.
I'm glad that's going to happen. I'm glad that's going to happen. Now, Martin is out there at the park, and he's about to see that full-grown ass man with another one of his teenage children. If that guy reaches over and kisses her, oh no!
Well, maybe that's why we're going to find out what he did.
Exactly.
So it's going to be great. What did he do, Jeannie? We are still going to find out, and you have to tune in. You have to watch yourself.
But I did notice as the nightmares have progressed, they are a little more detail,
A little bit more here and there.
Even though it's shoddy and
Yeah,
but
we're building up to
still.
the final revelation.
Yeah.
And
I
we're going to
think
see it in the fall.
I think Martin probably killed somebody.
Oh yeah, I mean we got some of the story from the bus guy, from the bus boy,
Yeah.
who was like, you beat the crap out of my brother and he died.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I did? No, I didn't. You're racist. Yeah. Tyrell and Samantha are foolish. They got my blood boiling, says Chandra. And yeah, I mean, they got to make poor choices. I mean, one of them's real young and the other one's real old. And they just, I can't figure. I mean,
Tyrell having, I don't care, he's playing chess with him or whatever. But no, you don't let no grown ass adult in your home. I don't care if you're 17 or 7. You don't do that.
No, especially when there's somebody who might know the secret.
I don't understand why Tyrell thought that was a safe thing to do.
It's not. It's not. It's one thing playing with a stranger in the park,
Right.
and a different thing being like, "Oh, hello, you've come to my house to play chess with me. I'm a stupid teenager."
Yeah, I mean, you're putting yourself, you're isolating yourself, and you don't know what this person's really capable of. Not
Well,
really.
no, no.
But who knows, you know? And now he's talking to Samantha too. Oh boy, oh boy, he might deserve to die more than his brother did.
At least the teens have a summer story, says Donald. Well, we get to look forward to
Yes,
that.
and you know, and I've seen some rumblings on social media, and I have to agree. Even though I think she's a fine actress, the little Samantha does not look 17 at all.
No.
She looks like she could do a love scene with her damn dad.
Oh, gross.
You know, that's what I mean. You know what I mean,
Hey,
though?
well, yeah. I mean, she's 30.
Yeah,
Let's be real here. They cast somebody
yeah,
somebody that's a little older, but I think it's because they have modeling intent, and who knows where things are going to be going. Because as we see things grow and change and deepen and develop, and once we figure out what's going on with Martin, that means that there's a whole big gap in the show now that we have to fill with a brand new secret and a brand new development and a brand new thing that we're
yep.
leading toward. There's going
And
to be fallout.
I'm starting to think that Martin and Smitty aren't going to stay together. Starting to think that there's something's going to happen there. And I think that the more Smitty learns, he's going to wind up being in danger.
Oh yeah. I mean, Joey Armstrong's involved, and when you're
Right.
Joey Armstrong,
Yeah.
things get a little difficult. We'll say.
Oh
All
my
right, things might get a little deadly here and there.
Yeah.
Because I'm Joey Armstrong. Come play poker.
Yeah. And I, in this past week, I've also realized, I have come to my conclusion. I gave her a chance. I don't like Katie McLean as Pamela. I don't like the personality they developed for her. I don't like her accent. I don't like her look. I don't like it. I like Vanessa a lot more. That
You're not alone in that.
she's entertaining. She's entertaining
Yeah.
because she stood up to Joey this week though. She
Well,
did.
yeah.
But I like her a lot more. I find her more entertaining. I know, Katie, you don't want us to think of Dixie. That's fine. But this ain't it.
Yeah, you're not alone in that opinion. There's a lot of question out there about why Katie? Of all of the people in the world that you could have cast for this particular character, why was it that you went with Katie McLean?
Right.
This is so not her.
No,
So,
it's not her at all.
yeah.
And I don't like how made up they have her.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like how they do her hair.
Yeah.
I don't like her accent. It's just like, oh, I will not fast forward through her. I will never do that. However,
Yeah. Well, Michelle wants to know why Vernon or Ted didn't tell Nicole about what happened to Martin. Nicole could have gotten Martin some help about it. And Chandra follows up with, well, they didn't want to implicate her. And I think that pretty much answers it when it comes to like all of the wives. Like all of the men kind of came together and dealt with it, and we're like, we're going to keep it the boys' club secret.
Yes, it was. It was on the down low, and they made an agreement. You can tell.
Yeah.
Boys made an agreement that the ladies will never know all about this.
Well, Chandra also says that Smitty is reminding her of James Novak on Scandal. Scandal's a show you need to watch, Mine. Just cozy up with the heater on one day. Well, not now, but maybe in the wintertime with the heater on and the blanket around your lap. And you just watch yourself from Kerry Washington and Scandal. You probably like it. But reminding her of James Novak and Scandal. And Chandra, I have to agree with you. He does need to be careful. But so long as we don't have someone like Cyrus Bean walking in, I think he's going to be all right. Keep your eyes peeled for the nefarious political shakers and movers who might be a little quick to pull the trigger to keep somebody quiet.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see. Because Martin does have a distinct lack of political story. And so maybe this is going to open up some stuff. Because like I was saying, there's now going to be time for a new thing to grow. So looking forward to that. I think we need to wrap it up. We've been talking plenty, Emmys, days, and beyond the gates. Plus General Hospital earlier.
Yes.
And I need to rest my voice for a whole week so I can talk to Tina Huang next week.
I know.
Who's going to be here?
Strong voices, huh?
I know. We need to have strong voices and great questions. So, folks, thank you for joining us this week. Like the video if you had a great time. Subscribe to the channel if you want some more, especially if you want to join us next week to talk to Melinda Trask. from Days of Our Lives are going to be live right here, 1:30 p.m., pretty much replacing this show.
Yes.
So join us for that, please. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment. If you're watching the replay, if you're watching live, come on back in a couple of minutes and leave a comment again. That'd be great. Share with your friends. Follow us on social media. Sneak back to Orphe Jeans. Get yourself one final stack of pancakes. Get the heck on out of here. Don't let the gate hit you in the butt on the way out. I've been Matt.
I've been Kat.
And we'll catch you next week live right here on this channel, General Hospital and Tina Huang. See you then. Bye.